Greetings, welcome everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome to Bond Games Bond. Indeed, what is up, Zero Dine? What is up, lurkers in chat? What is up, VOD viewers? Welcome everyone. As previously warned, we are starting a little bit late tonight, but I feel like we got some solid progress to be made tonight. At least that's what I hope. Saturday's stream was kind of rough. We did make our way through a few more levels of Nightfire. I am uncertain what to expect for several reasons tonight, but I'm determined to keep things relaxed, keep things chill, make whatever progress we make, but not stress too much over it. I had thought on Saturday that we'd be able to push through pretty far and, if not beat the game, at least leave just enough to finish the game tonight. Things didn't really work out that way. We completed another 3 levels, which means we have 3 more to go. Judging from how things went on Saturday, even setting aside technical issues and various problems unrelated to the game, the levels are getting more difficult and longer and more time consuming and more tedious and more frustrating, and I am a little anxious to find out whether or not that's kind of a linear progression, you know, that levels are going to keep getting worse throughout the rest of the game. Having said that, even the last set of levels, we did levels 4, 5, and 6, and 5 was a lot faster and easier than the other 2, so, you know, knock on wood, we might get lucky. But even so, we have a little less time than usual on account of starting a bit late, so it would be a lot to ask to try and finish 3 levels in the time we have tonight. But that means we can take things pretty chill and kind of aim to finish, you know, at least 1 level, and we'll see where we end up at that point, if we want to try to push through or if we want to kind of keep things short and save the rest of it for Wednesday. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see how things work out. I do have a few things to bring up and talk about real quick before we get into it, though. First off, something I don't really have too much to say about, but I'll leave a little teaser. I have reached a milestone in production, I guess we can call it, of kind of the first pilot little element of what will be part of a larger kind of rebranding for my stream that I had set a goal to start implementing. It's going to be kind of a gradual thing, but I'd set a goal to start implementing it at some point this year. And it's looking now like I'll probably put the finishing touches over the, you know, on that first pilot kind of thing, probably over Easter weekend, and at which point we'll be starting to see the first of it on stream. I have to do a little bit of thinking and deciding on a few details on it, but I'm excited, and it's been something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I've mentioned it a few times, I think, on stream as well. So I'm really excited to finally get to show it and get to kind of implement it, and I'm anxious to see how people are going to receive it, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. So I feel pretty excited about that. On a more what do I call it? Publicly acknowledgeable note, I have a few things to show, and I'll be very brief with this, or else we won't have time for Bond, and there'll be more opportunities to look and talk about this stuff later. But I did start building my Gundam Maxter. I was taking my sweet time with this yesterday, and I have mixed feelings on this kit as far as the building experience goes, but got the upper body going here in some focus. Always a struggle with the webcam, but there you go. I do have a, well, try to show them. Got some legs here, mostly done, not quite. The upper legs need to go on here too. So there's still a lot left to build. I'm about maybe halfway done. It's a cool kit, and it's a cool Gundam, obviously. But the thing I'm a little bit anxious about is it's a little more of a intricate kit, especially for being a high grade. And he's got this kind of a transforming gimmick, I guess, with like multiple forms and stuff. And as a result, there are some pieces that are a little, just a little awkward. As is usually the case with these kind of kits, you know, they're, compared to an action figure, they're a little bit flimsy because they're very lightweight. And even though the articulation is really good and everything, there's just a lot of pieces that fit together in a certain way. And when you have to adjust, you know, move or slide or turn or snap or whatever, like do things, position parts in a certain way, the kind of resistances and allowances for how things move make that just a slightly finicky and sometimes awkward process. And case in point, the kind of worst I've had of that is with this kit, because and that's what I've kind of seen so far. So what you're able to do at some point is you can detach his shoulder pads and attach them to his hands or his arms or his like big boxing glove mode. And when you're supposed, like when you do that, to like make it look proper, you're also supposed to do this, which is to remove part of the chest. So I don't know if this like attaches somewhere else, or like I haven't gotten that far yet. But the reason why I find that really awkward is because the way that extra like chest piece snaps on is like really not, like it doesn't snap on, it doesn't like click into place. So you just kind of push it on and sort of hope that it stays. And you're supposed to like, the part where the shoulder pad connects, there's like an extra part at the top of the shoulder that's supposed to slide like laterally in and out. It doesn't really seem to do that very well, and there's no, like, it's very difficult to get any kind of lever to push it into position. And you're supposed to push them out further, I think, maybe, to create a little bit of room for some, like, these little notches on the top, well, on the bottom from your perspective, but you know, they're on top of the chest and they kind of slot into like the collarbone area, but they don't really lock into play. I don't know, the whole thing about like attaching the chest piece feels like the model really like fights against it, and it just does not feel good. So I'm not sure if I fucked something up or if I did it totally wrong or what the deal is, and so it's kind of awkward. But I will say this, I've not had it pop off or just go loose or anything, so I'm sure it'll be fine. And I'm probably going to be displaying him in like the boxer mode anyway, in which case you're supposed to remove this. So I think at the end of the day it will be a non-issue, but it was a little disheartening to have this kit that I was really looking forward to getting, finally getting it, and as far as the experience of building it, having really like anything negative about it is kind of a first, and that caught me by surprise a little bit. But we'll see. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a concern really when all is said and done, but thought it worth noting. But here we go, Gundam Maxter. I'll definitely gonna finish building this dude over Easter weekend if I don't get to it before. So that's just a little quick update on that, and for sure you will see more of him once he is completed. Pack this back together. I had also mentioned a little while back that I, for the first time in a while, I did sneak in a tiny little Surugaya order, because I happened to There was a thing that was in stock, and there were a few things that happened to have pretty decent prices. So we're not going to take an extensive look here, but we got a few things here. So I'm just going to pull them out here and also kind of make sure that nothing's damaged, because there was some external damage to the box. I'm pretty sure everything looks to be fine, but just tear into this super quickly. And maybe if we decide to cut things early as far as the game goes, we might take a look at a few of these things at the end of the stream. If not, maybe we'll take a look on Saturday, I guess. What's up, Jonas? Good evening. So first we have a Super Street Fighter 2 Yonkoma collection. Got a pretty sweet illustration on the back here. The Yonkoma collections are not typically my favorite. Like, I don't have that many of them. Or I don't want to phrase it that way. I guess what I should say is usually I'm a bigger fan of the comic anthologies. So these ones, the Yonkoma, are the 4-panel comic strips. And I usually just am more enthusiastic about the like action drama comics as opposed to like this kind of stuff. But there's not an overabundance of like Street Fighter stuff from, you know, 94 and earlier. Obviously there's a ton of doujinshi, but as far as like official comic adaptations and comic anthologies and stuff, I find that most of it, like there's a lot more of it for slightly later stuff, like the Zero games and obviously the Sam Show and Vampire games and KOF and all that kind of stuff. So get these things that's like Street Fighter 2 based is always like kind of interesting, and as a result this thing was a little bit pricier than usual. I mean, pricey, not expensive, but I've kind of exhausted, I think, the kind of stuff I can get for like 300 yen. But this had been about, I think, 1300 yen, and this was down to like 900 or something. So I decided to pick it up. So take a closer look at that some other time. Speaking of, that's right. I as usual, I didn't remember at all what I got until I'm looking at it now. We got the Street Fighter 2 Turbo Geiparo Book number 4. So I have the first volume of this, I think. I have at least one other volume of this series, and I remember being quite fond of it. So I guess this has a bunch of Fatal Fury stuff also. Even the first picture here is pretty sweet. Big old Fatal Fury 2 group shot. I mean, it's starting pretty strong here. We got this tremendous artwork of Mai and Big Bear. And then we go straight into Street Fighter 93. I guess it's a Final Fight comic. Oh yeah, it's like Final Fight 2. Some very powerful Hagar stuff. Anyway, like I said, don't want to spend all night just going through this, which I very well might. So just super quickly through this, and might take a look later. But yeah, there's actually, despite the cover, there's not that much Street Fighter up in here, it looks like. There's some World Heroes, Fatal Fury. Is this? Yeah, dude, this is fucking Knuckleheads. Fucking big old Knuckleheads. Actually, I think it wasn't just this illustration. I think it was, yeah, it's like the character profiles for all the characters in Knuckleheads. Yeah, this is a sick book. I'm very happy I got this. Some fun stuff to look through here. And these aren't like super commonly always in stock, so just having a good fortune of getting that while I can. Bond stream, playing Persona 5 Royal. Just watched Dune 2 and Easter coming up. Sounds like a pretty good package deal. See why you might be enjoying yourself. All right, so this one is actually a little heftier than I expected, which is pretty cool. This is Street Fighter 002 book by what's his name? Yoshi Minazaki, I think, right? Who did a lot of Street Fighter comics. So I think this is some kind of a collected volume of comics and illustration. It's like a self-published doujin thing. So yeah, looking at the table of contents, there's a couple of comics, illustrations, and yeah, like upcoming Comiket information, etc., etc. So Miyazaki's done some pretty cool Street Fighter comics and books and everything. And yeah, it was really cool because it's very like it's an interesting style that I think does a very good job of evoking the style of artists like Bengus and Adayan. Somewhat reminiscent of man, what's her name? Oh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. Ito Mami, who also has like a style that's kind of reminiscent of Inu Nishimura, but still having its own vibe. But yeah, especially this stuff that's like specifically based on Street Fighter Zero. It's like very like compatible with the official art, but still having kind of its own vibe to it. I know the camera's not doing a very good job of exposure, focus settings, and everything, but so there's like all these Minazaki books. There's a whole bunch. Yeah, Yosaki Mine. And because they're like pretty popular, like they're a pretty high profile creator as far as these things go, they're not typically like prohibitively expensive, but they're not in that like super dirt cheap price class either. Oh, this is pretty sweet. Capcom Gals Fighter, and this whole like character select screen mock-up. Then it has like all these Capcom characters. We got like individual character illustrations for all of them. That's pretty sweet. I feel like I've seen some of this stuff elsewhere, which isn't surprising. Yeah, we got a little comic here of Chun-Li and Morrigan fighting. But yeah, Yoshitaka Mine, any books of theirs is like a nice addition to the collection for sure. Yeah, we got some cool illustrations. But I think this one, I can't recall exactly, but I think this is one of those things where this would certainly have been on my radar regardless, but this volume happened to be in stock, or it happened to be at an affordable price. So I just kind of took the plunge on it, and I'm very happy I did. Very, very cool book. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty hefty. I thought it would be. I don't know if it said the page count on the product page. It doesn't always. It usually doesn't actually. So I think I might have imagined it being a little skimpier than that, but that's awesome. I'm very happy with this. Got these 3 books, and finally, I did buy a game, and that was kind of what prompted this whole order in the first place. Let me get this out of here. Because this is also certainly not the kind of thing that's typically always in stock. I can get rid of this price tag. But it was in stock, and it was quite cheap. I got a loose cartridge, and I could have potentially waited to find an opportunity to buy a complete in-box copy, but it was like 500 yen. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I was too eager to buy it, and it is John Madden NFL Pro Football 94 for the Sega Mega Drive. The football quest continues. I'm definitely excited to keep playing Cyberball, but I've been wanting to get some version of Madden on Mega Drive because I have the first game for Super Famicom, and it's okay, but you know, I'd rather play it on the Mega Drive. And obviously this is not the original one. I don't know if this was the last one to come out in Japan on the Mega Drive, but apparently there's like a couple. But I reckon it's probably not worse than the original. And for this, you know, just buying it for loose change, essentially, I figured, you know what? Let's just get it and let's check it out. So we'll definitely play this on stream at some point in the not too distant future. And I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it for sure. So that's it. Just a small little box of a few things. But if time permits, maybe we'll take a closer look later tonight. But with that out of the way, because we are running a little late, let's not delay any further. Let's hop on over to the Bond scene and see what we got going. We will continue 007 Nightfire for the PC. We do also, of course, have the Q Branch Research Funding Initiative underway. This is our way, your way. The power is in your hands, truthfully, to unlock additional games to be played in Games Bond. We have a series of secret bonus missions lined up, and they will get added to the list, and we will schedule a playthrough of the next one once we have completed 10 daily objectives. We completed 3 so far. The daily objective is to reach 1,000 Q credits. Q credits are amassed by all contributions to the channel in the form of subscriptions, bits, donations, merch purchases, and so forth. 1,000 credits basically translates to 1,000 bits, or 4 subscriptions, or some combination thereof. So as this number potentially goes up, if we do reach 1,000 over the course of this stream, that will be a daily objective completed. And we have 3 completed so far, 7 to go. Next one will be a doozy. I'm definitely looking forward to the next secret mission. But for now, we continue to turn our attention to Nightfire, the PC game. Having... I don't know.
Unspeakable horror awaits you.
Jonas Wheel is gifting 1 sub to Lord Bardic Broadcasts. Highly deserved, and thank you very much indeed, Jonas. That's very kind of you. You can see right there, we hit 250 credits just like that. Appreciate it. And please enjoy your Skull Club membership, Bardic. The game has been interesting so far, bearing some resemblance to the console game. A lot of differences, a lot of things that make it overall, I think, a less noteworthy, less fun game. I was excited to not have to deal with vehicle stages, but despite not having any of that stuff in it, the PC game has found plenty of other ways of being a kind of obnoxious experience. But it has had a lot of cool moments too, so it's certainly not all bad. But yeah, why don't we boot up the game and see if we can make some more progress. All right, let's Yeah, get ready for loud noises in the intro.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
We need to get past a few opening FMVs before the sound levels fix themselves.
Don't love me quietly. Do it with intensity. Or you'll miss the point. When with everything you stray.
You guys starting to get tired of this opening yet? I don't think I am. Maybe just a little bit. But then again, I've been watching it like 10 times more than you have, I think. Just booting up this game like 50 times. Oh no, looks like we're having some disk drive issues right off the bat. That's a little bit worrisome. Let's see if it manifests in horrible ways. We'll just hop into the menu here. I was hoping we wouldn't have to deal with this, but it's not always exploding stuff. Let me just chill for a little bit before we jump into the game, because if things are going to start imploding, I'd rather not be in the middle of playing. Actually, you know what? Let me quit out of this real quick. I'm just curious to see if that has any measurable impact on what's happening. It really shouldn't, because it's not on that disk drive, but I'm trying to even figure out. See, we've had like a pretty good run not having any issues like this, or rather it hasn't been like super consistent that it always happens. Then now it's doing it again. As far as I can tell, the stream is yet to be impacted visibly on my end. I just happen to have, like, because we're having so much trouble with this recently, I have my, like, the task manager up on screen just so I can, like, instantly catch if stuff starts happening. But normally I don't, like, actively look out for it. So I tend to only notice it when it starts actually becoming an issue. And for all I know, it's entirely possible that the disk activity weirdness is going on all the time. Well, not all the time, but it might happen without triggering any real issues as far as like frame drops and disconnects and game freezing and everything like that. In which case, I wouldn't ever notice. Because right now, OBS isn't complaining, Twitch isn't complaining. I'm seeing no impact on my video encoding, which is usually like what the way it affects stream is that something, it's like some weird chain reaction where something makes something lock up, and it kind of causes the video encoding on the GPU to sort of stall, which means that OBS can't render frames, and basically the stream freezes. But I recall when this happened in the past that people mentioned, oh cool, yeah, StreamerBot crashed. Or something in stream. Actually, it's Anyway, what I was trying to say is I recall people reporting that the video would freeze, but the audio would still come through, which I guess makes sense if like the stream is continuing, but the GPU is like incapable of rendering new frames. Because I also didn't ever have dropped frames in OBS. But when we had all these problems on Saturday's stream, oh, there we go, encoding overloaded. We actually had a ton of like 80% dropped frames. So yeah, I just had a little blip with the video encoder, but it looks very just a blip basically. Now the good thing about this is like once this happens, it usually does, it just kind of resolves itself and then kind of fades away. And it doesn't seem like whatever issues we're having are nearly as severe as they were last time. Because last time I think I had a bunch of shit going on, but then I had some like unrelated to it or like in parallel, I didn't even know. Something was going on with Twitch also, because I had to like change connections and like I had a bunch of drop frames and all kinds of stuff was going wrong. And I noticed after the fact that my VOD had been like caught up. Like apparently I'd gotten disconnected and reconnected like 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to have to perform some surgery to stitch together a recording. And hopefully that won't happen tonight. Although if it does, I guess we're at least not in the middle of gameplay, so that's good. I mean, you guys let me know. As far as I can tell, does not appear like we are dropping a bunch of frames or anything. I still want to be a little bit kind of on the lookout for what's ideally. Oh yeah, okay. We're seeing some freezes now. I think, yeah, like another blip. The video encoding and decoding. I don't know that having the game running is somehow making this better, not better probably, but making it worse. I don't think it should be affected at all. But I'd rather like try to do whatever I can to have stuff not read from that disk. So one theory I had, or at least one thing I wanted to try, I didn't have time to set it up today, but as I mentioned, I have one of my 3 SSDs is freaking out and it's causing weird stuff. But I don't have, on this SSD, I don't have, OBS is not running off of it. The game is not running off of it. Windows is not running off of it. But I do have a bunch of stuff that OBS is accessing that's on the disk, which it's hard to say that should or shouldn't make a difference because it's such a bizarre situation in the first place. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to migrate all that OBS stuff to a different drive and just see if that has any impact on these kinds of situations. Like, whether I could have it happen any less frequently or, severely. But also, like, if it does happen, is there something, like, is the fact that I'm streaming making this worse? Because this issue definitely happens, like the disk activity thing definitely happens when I'm not streaming. But I don't usually notice, like very, very, very occasionally does something happen that affects me in a way where something like locks up or freezes, but usually it doesn't. I've just kind of seen it happen in other ways. But so I'm curious that like if I move everything OBS related off of that drive, if it will fix anything. All right, it's calming down for now, but let me hang off for a second to see if it actually does before we commit. What's up, Maggie XP? Welcome. Yeah, I've had some very frustrating issues for a while with one of my SSDs, like just maxing out active time for a good chunk of time, and as suddenly as it starts, it just stops after a while, and it was like, what, 3 to 5 minutes now? I've had it happen for like what seems to be like 40 minutes or something. And the severity of how it impacts what I can do also tends to change a lot. But it's a real mystery, and I haven't really been able to, frankly, get any closer to figuring out what the cause is, much less finding a solution. So I basically, as far as I can tell, the only real way of testing and figuring out that the only reasonable thing to do, depending on your definition of reasonable, is to buy another SSD and install it and see if it like changes anything. But I don't know if it could be the motherboard, it could be the drive, it could be the socket, it could be any number of things. Like none of the diagnostics I've been able to do have found any issues whatsoever. So it's really hard to say. Like, and trying to Google the issue, any results I find have not really described my actual situation. So it's very mysterious. In any case, it looks like it's calmed down now, and I'm relieved that it's not didn't stick around longer than that. But let me do one more thing here. Let me shut down another thing here just in case it would affect anything. Something that's actually interacting with stuff on that drive. Yeah, the thing about it with the new drive is just A, I have to spend the money on that, and B, the M2 drives are so cumbersome to install and move, and like I don't know if, like, I have two identical drives mounted, and it's one of them in particular that's causing the issue, or that is suffering from the issue. So I don't know if I can confirm which one is which without like physically yanking it out and booting up the PC. And then it's just, I can tell that this entire process, even if I get a different drive, is going to be so tedious and boring and annoying to deal with that I like keep putting it off. I mean, it's not really like, these drives aren't super cheap either, so it's not like a trivial thing to just spend like a couple of €100 on a, you know, a new drive. I'd prefer not to. Anyway, let's try booting up the game again.
EA Games.
Let's skip the intro this time. See if that helps us in any way. I think there's a setting I can use to automatically skip these intros, but I do kind of like watching it at least once per stream. But if we have to like restart the game and stuff, it gets a little tiresome. And of course now I'm like panicking and thinking that FMV somehow triggered the issue, which obviously makes no real sense, but it is what it is. What's up, Father Mass Keeper? Greetings. Well, I think we should get going. So, mega quick recap of the story so far, in case you weren't watching last time, and in case you didn't remember the plot from the console version. We're going after Raphael Drake, the head of Phoenix Corporation, who basically pretends to be this mega philanthropist who decommissions nuclear power plants, but secretly he is making nukes that he's gonna fire from space, I think, something like that. And we've spent the last several levels basically infiltrating his corporate offices to steal data and figure out what the heck's going on with this whole Nightfire idea. And we barely, by the skin of our teeth, escaped from the Phoenix offices in Tokyo. And we were kind of rescued by Allura McCall, who very conveniently came by in her car just as we were leaving the lobby. And we got the information that Drake has some kind of hidden island compound. So because we don't have vehicle levels in this version, we just drove to the island instead of taking our car and going submarine boat action. I don't know. Anyway, this is kind of neat because this level that we're just about to embark on is basically completely unique to this version of the game. And there's been one or two like that so far. The plot and basic premise of most of the levels are kind of the same between the console game and this, but because there aren't any vehicle levels in this one, this section of the game in particular, I feel like it's going to be pretty different, because in the console game, once you leave Japan, there's like a stretch of vehicle-based levels where you kind of infiltrate this island and you go to this whole underwater section. You enter the base underwater. There's this whole part where you drive a car and have to blow up turrets and like satellite dishes. And there's this part where you fly in a plane. There's an elaborate stretch of levels that were very difficult and annoying that are completely absent in this game. So instead, we get this kind of on foot section that kind of covers the same part of the plot. So that's where we're at. We made it to Drake's tropical island, and we are about to try and find his HQ, I guess. So let me start the timer. If I am allowed. Here we go. And get into it. So here we are. We arrived by a little dinghy, I guess, or a rubber raft. So it is kind of neat because even though ostensibly we have this tropical island setting in the other game, we kind of really don't get to see much of that actual environment. But here we do. Oh yeah, that's right. Allura's been kidnapped. That was mentioned very, like, we didn't see her get kidnapped. I think after we arrived, like, the level started, and there was nothing in the cutscene or briefing or anything leading up to the level that explained that she was kidnapped. It's just like, she got us out of, you know, that whole situation in Tokyo. And then we found the information, we go to the island, and then like, oh yeah, by the way, she got kidnapped in the process somehow. So, bad guys have her, and we have to rescue her. And I'm pretty sure that whole thing was never a thing in the console game. I don't remember that, at least. But there's been a bunch of different things, like Virgil, what's his name? Rook. You fight him at the end of basically the last level in the console game, pretty late into it. But in this game, we've already dispatched of him. Okay. Wasn't sure if I was still sneaking up on him, but... I might... Okay. Oh my god. Okay, well, we got grenades. I shot him in the head, so he started like rubbing his wound, and then I shot him and I hit him in his hand. Pretty good. The grenades are awkward as shit, but... Oh my god. Oh, I needed to hold the button. And we do have the P90. That's not a door. Oh, it is a door. And we can hack that. Fax machine's not interactable in this level. Alright, we're definitely full PC gaming and quick saving and quick loading as much as we need to at this point in the game. No shame in that. It feels like how the game is kind of made anyway. Do we have a Q worm to hack this thing with? We do. I don't know what it does, but... Maybe that disables turrets? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, looks like it might have. We didn't really need to spend those grenades, but not like I'm saving them for anything in particular anyway. Only ever played multiplayer with friends. This beach scene is really cool. Yeah, I never really played either version of this game. Well, I mean, I never played this version at all before this. But I never played the multiplayer in the console game either. I played it a tiny amount with bots once or twice. But we did a stream where we kind of explored some of that stuff. And my conclusion was kind of that I didn't really miss out on too much. You know, it would have been fun, just like anything is fun with friends, but... At the time, like, I'd been playing... I would have been playing fighting games. And if I wanted to play first-person shooter, I was probably playing Counter-Strike or Unreal Tournament or something like that. I mean, we're getting shot at quite a bit, but we didn't really take that much damage. These guys don't seem super lethal, thankfully. Yeah, so these enemy types are not in the console game at all. I talked at length in the past about my experience with GoldenEye. How, for me, that was like the wholly unremarkable game. Dude, okay. I know I just took a bunch of damage. I wanted to try to use a flashbang, but I guess it's probably for the better. I didn't even get a chance to. I've been playing a lot of PC first-person shooters before then. I played Doom, I played Marathon, I played Quake. The GoldenEye wasn't really... I mean, I don't really ever remember playing it much in multiplayer. I definitely had at least one or two friends who had the game, but I don't remember us, like, playing it much. But obviously, just, like, hearing the way people talked about it and everything... Oh, okay, I guess that's the checkpoint. Obviously, it was a big deal. But I feel like it's not necessarily even that I played it and dismissed it. I just don't, like, remember playing it much or having much interest in playing it. Do that, but that's fine. I might, like... not hitting him... Okay. Or are these guys just immune to headshots? I don't know. I didn't play the single player game much either. I played it, tried it, but, you know. There was a novelty to GoldenEye, but I just was never particularly impressed with it. And I think playing through it last year was informative and entertaining and interesting. And I think in many ways I have respect and appreciation for it that I would probably not have had I played it 10 or 20 years ago the same way. But at the end of the day, like, I found it to be a pretty frustrating experience that, you know, if you'd played it at the time, if you have been spending a long time playing it, I can see how it would grow on you, and once you kind of learn its perks, there would be more fun to be had. You can kind of overcome its you kind of overcome its peculiarities. Oh wow, I'm fully out. At which point, you know, the stuff that frustrated me playing through it once wouldn't really be as much of a factor. But I also think, like, the multiplayer stuff, like the level designs and the controls and there's just a lot about it that's pretty unrefined, I guess, and just, I don't know. I understand, like, for where it was. What was even the point of this? Okay. Ah, that's the point of this. Excellent. A little bit of armor, at least. For a lot of people, getting access to that kind of experience was something new and novel, and I don't mean to dismiss it at all. And I mean, had I played it more at the time, maybe I would love it also, but I don't know. It just didn't interest me much. But even just playing, you know, a few bot matches in Nightfire on the Xbox, I found the utter blandness of the levels quite shocking. Like, I understand the visual fidelity and the detail is going to be stripped down a little bit to account for, you know, multiplayer, but the levels in the campaign were really cool. So the multiplayer levels all being so kind of boring was, yeah, it took me back a little bit. And as it happens, this game also, compared to the console campaign, level designs in this are, I don't know, funny because this one is like really linear and there's really nothing to it, which is kind of nice because the complaint I had with some of the previous levels is that they were a little too open-ended and a little obnoxious. But yeah, the level designs definitely just have not been nearly as interesting in this game. Oh, I did kill. Oh. I don't know what that is. Oh, I think he dropped his gun into the wall. I see. Oh, no, I still can't get it. Played plenty of Doom and Quake, still loved GoldenEye. I think I was young enough not to notice the quality until around 2001 when I started comparing it to Halo. Funny you should say that, because I found Halo so fucking boring. I remember playing through the Halo campaign once or twice. I think I might have done it in co-op once. And I just found the levels so boring. Like, you had these like vast open grassy fields, and then you had the levels with the gray hallways. And that's sort of like the two level types. You know, the pistol felt good. And some of the weapons were kind of neat. But I just didn't really care for Halo. And I remember that being like kind of a disappointment because I'd been a big fan of Marathon before that. And I grew up on Max, so the Marathon games were culturally very significant. Let's do a hard save here just to... You know, I probably did play a few Halo matches here and there, but I would, you know, not having access to, you know, a LAN setup or anything, just doing like two-player split screen, I probably would have generally preferred to play co-op if it's just with two people, you know. It's cool that you could do that. That was fun in Marathon as well. Locate and acquire explosives. So I don't... Oh, okay, we got this weapon. Okay, we do have it. Kind of what I wanted to avoid. Oh, the way the camera starts jerking around when you get hit is a little annoying. But also a little silly that like the feedback on getting hit and on hitting others is like pretty bad in this. Definitely part of why I find the shooting in this not nearly as satisfying as in the console game. So I think the sort of narrative progression of this level is kind of cool. We're infiltrating from the tropical beach into this cave system, into this facility. And visually, like, there's definitely more detail in the levels. In some aspects, you know, obviously I'm rendering in much higher resolution. And the like facility levels were not the highlight of console. The AI seems a bit weird. It's like they're either way too smart or way too stupid. The enemies are not like particularly interesting to fight. Let's see if we can open more lockers. Just Wolfensteining it right now, mashing the interact button. Guess that's it. More armor here though. Thank you. I'm burpy today for some reason. Miyagi64, greetings. Play this game, felt rushed and unfinished. How do I feel about it? Not terribly impressed. It's been very interesting to play both of them and compare them, and I'm looking forward to playing the GBA game after this. It's been like surprising in many ways. Like it's been like anytime you see stuff that's kind of in both games but executed differently, or like the the stuff that's like super different, like here we have completely different levels, like that's kind of interesting. And then you have stuff that's like identical, like certain cutscenes and elements are just like clearly it's you know, it's just the same. But it's when you get stuff that's like more similar than you would think, or more different than you would expect, it can kind of catch me off guard. So like in the Mayhew's estate level, when you're in the like his Japanese estate, that level was very tedious in this game because it was much longer and more like sprawling. But conceptually you were kind of doing the same thing. All right, this looks like explosives. Yeah. And the level layout is different. Beneath missile gantry. Okay, not sure what that is, but we'll figure that out. But every now and again, same thing with the castle level, the first one, there were like sections that had layouts that were like so similar that it cannot have been coincidence. So just like getting some insight in how the development actually worked and what kind of stuff, like how the kind of directives from EA and the game design was communicated to the different studios was like fascinating, because obviously the two games are built off of the same kind of design, not the full like game design document. There's obviously significant differences between the game, but the kind of basic premise of the game remains the same. And there has to be certain elements that are like specifically laid out in that kind of design spec. Okay, I can hack this. Oh yeah, wrong thing. Because you see both games have the same idea executed slightly differently. So it's not the case that they did it for one game and then did it for the other game, because it's like it's too similar to just have happened to work out that way. Okay, cannot pick that up. I have too many guns. Let's drop this then. Stupid fucking briefcase, whatever. And stuff like that, when you see something where it's like the specifics of, like for example, when you're sneaking out through the, or like in the office. All right, okay, I guess that was a civilian. How was I to know? All right, let's quick load. And you have like the security room, and it's like positioned in kind of the same place in the lobby. But it's not like what you actually do in there and what you have access to isn't the same. So it's like certain, like I said, map layouts, like certain rooms kind of looking the same despite the level otherwise not being the same is very interesting to me. And then you also have stuff like I mentioned, Rook, the henchman guy. He's dead. Like, we killed him in a boss fight at the end, like 2 levels ago, and he shows up at the end of the console game. So things like that are like the discrepancies you don't expect, I think it is like fascinating. But I do think that despite the kind of increased fidelity of being able to play this on PC, there are a lot of visual aspects of this that do look really good. And there are some that just don't really. I mean, it looks fine, but I mean, compared to the console game. Let's go with this. Can we actually do something up here? Oh. Alright, it's just an NPC hanging out here just for the sake of us being able to kill them and instantly game over. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. So I always find it fascinating when you have situations like this where it's like a similar design executed differently by different developers, because you can kind of see what each of them brought to the table in terms of the ideas they had. Oh yeah, the leaning is a bit strange. I don't know what's going on with that. I swear the first time we played this, the leaning worked properly, and then ever since then it's just done whatever that was. But I think, you know, the console game definitely feels higher budget. It had multiple studios working on it with the like the vehicle levels and everything. Okay, there's missiles, something. Like, the vehicle levels are not good. The vehicle stuff is easily the most obnoxious shit in the console game, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm kind of happy to skip it in this one. But I think the overall like progression and everything. Well, that's where I got this. The simple way I put it before is I think the console game has sort of higher highs and lower lows, sort of. Shit. I mean, the gun's not shit, but like the accuracy is pretty terrible. Okay, so plant the Q worm, whatever that might be in there. There's like no splasher. Can I please get up? Swimming for sure can be pretty awkward. Do I need to find like a ladder? Oh, there. Okay, I guess so. Bonjour, Electro Altruism. Welcome. Yeah, so the console version was released on PS2 and Xbox and GameCube. This, of course, was on Windows and Mac as well. Oh, dude, I just realized I'm fucking dead. Okay, that's a good... I was like, I should probably save this armor. And I was like, wait, I have fucking no health. Oh, right, there's a Q worm. Q worm planted into missile launch computer. Oh, cool. So I don't know exactly. I'm sure there may have been plenty of reasons, like, you know, the PC game. Different rooms. Kind of cool. You see the tropical foliage and shit out there. You know, we have like online multiplayer. There's there may have been, you know, simply just the desire / capability of higher fidelity graphics and stuff that would warrant developing the PC version separately. So I'm assuming this is going to take me back. Yeah. Okay, I'm looping back around. So sniped. You know what? Let's get out of here. That's not what I tried to do. Find our way there. It might have been that EA just like, because this was 2002, having like cross development and simultaneous release or on console and PC was not really standard by any means. So it's not entirely shocking to think that they would have had, you know, that PC and console development was just handled very separately in general. All right, what the heck am I even meant to do here, really? Someone up there is just lobbing grenades down there. I'm supposed to place explosives beneath missile gantry. I'm assuming this is a missile gantry. Does that mean I'm supposed to... Like, what's beneath mean exactly? Are the explosives a gadget or a weapon? Looks like it's a weapon. I guess maybe it's a quest item? Well, I guess we can quick save and take a swim and see if we can figure something out. Have a oxygen meter or anything. Let's... Yep. Started drowning just a little bit there. I can't like stay on the surface. I have to like bounce. Let's double check again. Can't like climb up here. Nope. It would seem to me that you can get up there with the ladders and everything. Well, that door didn't work, so I'm not sure. Wasn't there one 007 game that was delisted and can't really be played again? Well, there's definitely at least a couple of, like, smartphone games. Oh, wait, can I? Oh, I can get up there. But I don't know if I want to go up there if I'm supposed to... okay. Try again. Explosives here. As far as console games, that seems plausible. I'm trying to like interact with. Oop. Okay, that was it. Locate electronic countermeasure buildings. Okay. Like, Activision doesn't have the Bond license currently, right? So it would be logical to assume that you can't buy any of the Activision published stuff. I mean, much less the EA stuff. Let me just get up solid ground. I can hear them yelling. Go this way. But I don't think there's any console games that like didn't get a disc release, and you could obviously get a disc of any one of those games. I mean, there was the Xbox Live Arcade remake, update, whatever you would call it, port of GoldenEye. But that was never released in the first place. There is a version of it that's leaked. Not final, but close to final build that's out there. But that's more playable now than it ever was before, so that doesn't quite add up. All right, so I reckon probably I want to jump onto this platform and get up here somehow and climb up and go there that way. Yeah, because EA had the license, of course, at this time. Basically, they snatched up the license coming off of Rare and GoldenEye. And I forget. We'll find out sooner or later when Activision took over. Quantum of Solace maybe was the first Activision one. And then they put out a couple of games, and I think Trying to remember, because I don't think they published 007 Legends. I want to say that was like Majesco or someone. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got dudes here at least. It's like so silly, but it's pretty satisfying in its own way. Legends was Activision? Okay. Yeah, as I said, it didn't seem like it would make sense, but I just couldn't recall. Ooh, I was gonna say, can I grapple? There we go. That makes sense. This has been a pretty nice level. Like, a little confusing here and there as far as where to go and what it's exactly asking of me with objectives, but it hasn't been very obnoxious, really. I mean, I've been close to death without realizing a couple of times, but oh, cutscene. We still have to find Allura, but we're kind of getting through the list of objectives so far. It's stuff being added, mind you, but this level has just been nicely straightforward. Yeah, as is typical of games that have weird stealth and AI. Like, some dudes will just spot you from 5 miles and snipe you, and then other dudes will have their best friend shot and killed within literal arm's reach, and they will just not notice or care. I like all these like the light bloom effect. Like, because it's not actual bloom, it's just totally fake, but it works pretty well. Yeah, the fact there's like literally no bullet impacts of any kinds when you hit enemies is so weird. If you look at little sparks, like very... Whew, that was well timed. Very conservative amounts of sparks when you fire into a wall or something. When you hit a dude, like nothing. Kind of baffling, honestly. I understand that they weren't able to have blood, but the console games got around that just fine with weird little hit sparks or puffs of like dust. Fuck, they can make the enemies flash for all I care. Make it clear that I'm hitting something. Guy was literally just like just hanging out after I entered the room. It's quite bizarre. Okay, so I keep getting a bunch of missiles, rockets, whatever. I feel like I don't want to use it because I don't know, like I'm like conditioned to think that if I'm getting a rocket launcher, it's like meant for something in particular. But I guess that's not necessarily true. I mean, we've definitely finished stages with a bunch of leftover rockets. I mean, we can do that. And if we do need rockets, for sure, they'd like actually give them to us, right? Like if it's a helicopter boss fight or something, we're not just going to be able to get there and just have run out of missiles. Like this guy ran up to the window after his friend got exploded. Well, saves me a few rockets. Or, well, one anyway. But we're to find a building. I'm assuming that means we're leaving this place. That way. Oh, well, hello. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, we're getting the whole yards. Okay, so this weapon's pretty shit. I don't need that. Rocket launcher or grenade launcher? Or a sniper rifle or grenade launcher, rather. Oh, wait, I can't even grab this. I guess maybe she's gonna use it for the story thing. Well, I can grab this then. I'll get you in a moment. Double checking we have everything. I like that they're not even like acknowledging each other. He's like not even gonna bother greeting me until I've hacked the door open.
Laura, the nuclear arms are not being decommissioned at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. Drake is gathering his own arsenal, and most certainly has transported a number to another location. We need to let MI6 know.
Right. Good luck, James.
Again with the can on a string audio quality. All right, that's pretty cool. Like she's in our party now. Is the door gonna be open now? Of course. I mean, in this case, it's not like I had room to get lost or anything, but it's still annoying. Like, it just feels bad when you have arbitrarily locked doors that just magically unlock when you've hit a progression trigger elsewhere. Like, it just trains you to not trust doors being locked or not, which is not a great feeling. All right, I'm very happy that we're actually kind of coming back to the tropical island setting. Okay. Well, you don't have to. Okay. Do you want to like fight these guys? Maybe. Gonna stand there, enjoy the view. I mean, it is pretty nice. I wonder if she can die. Are you gonna like cover me at least? Fine. Do it myself, I guess. Okay. Fine. I'm not overly impressed with her marksmanship, but bridge doesn't seem very safe. Anyway, this is a pretty cool section here. Oh, fired at least once. But yeah, like the facility, you know, it was pretty brief and not too boring visually. It had the whole like missile launch hall with the water and everything. Like that was pretty cool. Then we get back to this section and like having all these like narrow cliffs. Oh, I guess that was her. That's nice. I was a little bit worried when we, you know, when the outdoor section lasted for like 2 minutes. We just instantly entered the cave and entered the facility. I was like, you know, that's a little... You know, it didn't feel like they were doing much with the tropical island setting. Because that was a complaint I had with the console game, for that matter, where like... Supposedly this facility is on this scenic tropical island. But we see it for like 5 seconds in one cutscene and in the background for one little driving section. Is she gonna make the leap? Oh, dude, that was sick. Hell yeah. That was pretty sick. Not quite a Bond move, but almost. Alright, do you want to make yourself useful, maybe? Oh. She did. Oh yeah, I have a fucking grenade launcher too. Maybe I should use that at some point. Oh yeah, I have the turret. Not what I'm shooting at, but... maybe she took care of him? Anyway, I think... Oh. Between the pacing, the straightforwardness of it, the cool variety in locales, this whole section with her, I like this level a lot better than some of the ones before this. Like, honestly, both of the office levels were so... Conceptually, I think they're cool, and I enjoyed part of them, but a vast majority of them were very tedious and time-consuming and difficult and just annoying. I guess I didn't get him. Nope, only one of them. Alright, I want this. Guy better be dead. Yeah, I was worried after those levels that, like, man, I hope the rest of the game isn't going to be super annoying. Especially knowing that the like, launch base level, the actual on-foot section of this part of the game from the console game was quite difficult. I was worried that we'd have a similar thing here and, you know, just escalating in difficulty, but it really hasn't. I've been taking a lot of damage, but I've been getting armor. We haven't died even once, so yeah, this has been more pleasurable for sure. Yeah, the deadliness of the rockets is a bit questionable.
This radio tower must be sending out the jamming signal. I'll take a closer look and see if I can get back in contact with MI6. Why don't you find us a ride out of here?
Contact you by radio. Good luck, James.
Okay, I heard good luck, James. That's all I need. Hidden armor? No. I feel like maybe, ideally, she's like, yeah, sure, I'll cover you from here. Save. Disable all electronic countermeasures. They named this gun anything special? All the names, all the guns have fictional names. Don't remember what they are offhand. But they mostly are like the same. They're kind of consistent across the various EA Bond games. Probably just like fire some grenades through the windows or whatever. I'm assuming disabling basically means blow everything up. But there could be scientists in here, I guess. They don't, yeah, they don't show you. They show you the weapon names when you pick them up, I guess, but otherwise we mostly just saw them in the manual. Oh, nice. The other thing too is like disable all electronic countermeasures. Is this an electronic countermeasure? I don't think so. I think this is a kind of generator because we saw things like this before, but I don't know what an electronic countermeasure looks like. But I'm guessing they're all maybe in that central building. Maybe going to be our way out of there. There too. Oh, the levels are... I'm always like surprised at how long like levels just keep going, and they're pretty big. This one thankfully hasn't been like open and sprawling, but it's been like ongoing for longer than I have been expecting. Like as we left with her, I kind of felt like, oh yeah, we're done. Like, oh no, wait, we're supposed to find the building, and then it's like this whole section. I'm assuming I cannot watch my way through here. Seem to work. Yep. Big old textured padlock. Because the doors didn't react. I don't think this is climbable or anything. And I can't imagine we're meant to like toss shit through the window. Maybe we need to obviously there's something here. Maybe we're supposed to go somewhere else to disable something or whatever, and then we come back here and we're allowed to go through the door. And call Judi Dench on the phone. Okay, this section wasn't as elaborate as I expected. Ah, a switch. Gates engaged. Oh, these gates, I see. Oh, I was not expecting that to open. Dog food. Probably should have reloaded first. Like bizarrely awkward, and I feel like, you know, Half-Life came out in '98, and Half-Life had those like directional damage indicators, and I feel like as soon as literally anyone who like plays or makes first-person shooters, after experiencing that once in that game, I feel like the natural reaction to that is like, oh right, this is what these games like, that's how it should work. But to see a game that's this much later not have even anything approaching that kind of thing is like surprising. I mean, even the screen like flashing or like anything, it's strange. I mean, this camera jerks and moves, sure, but oh, okay, so I'm climbing all the way around here so I can shimmy or zip line or something. Maybe just do a daring leap. Get over there. Is that the idea? Ooh, we can find some armor here soon. Desert Eagle, though I don't want. Okay, let me just, for the sake of it, I'm not going to use these for anything anyway. Oh, that's a good hand grenade sound. Yeah, this didn't seem to get affected, so. You can see a switch there. Is this the same building as before, or did I just get to another one and I was supposed to do something in the first one? Getting fucking killed now. There's a death. So when you try to snipe with the pistol and it doesn't work out, yeah, that's it's not great. Well, that could have probably been avoided. But I could at least tell that, like, and it's so hard to tell if it's the camera, like, jutting up when you're getting hit that's making you miss those shots. Alright, we can, I hit a pane of glass. Okay, sure. Oh. Back to the attention of these guys. Rocket-proof glass, I guess? I don't fucking know. Okay. I think I hit the palm tree. Well, so much for that. Yeah, the weapon, like, display, like, glitches out when you... whenever you load a save, also. Guns are just like so shit from a distance, except when you land at one, like when they're just standing there and you snipe them with a pistol, you can kill them with a headshot, maybe two. P90 is just dog shit at range. And this guy somehow is just like not alerted. Yeah. Now the way stealth works in this game is just extremely mysterious. Oh yeah, sometimes the ammo counter doesn't show up on screen either. But I don't think that there's any purpose to going here really, but at least that guy's not gonna come out here and shoot us. Okay. Oh, I was literally just about to say it should be relatively safe to explore now. What the fuck? How are there like still people here? These doors were open before. Yeah. Openable. Any noises. Makes me feel like something's about to explode. Armor. One EZM left. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the first building that we passed. That's a little confusing. Unless they're the one and the same. I'm so confused. Guess it's time to backtrack, because as far as I can tell, there was no way to enter that building. At least not through the doors. But enemies shouldn't have respawned or anything, so that should be fine. In case there's someone here. Yep, there sure was. Armor, or was that all just missiles? Kind of weird too. There's no text to let you know what you picked up, or icons or anything. You just hear the sound effect and you're just left to guess what it was you collected. So there's something going on here, but I can't, like... Did I come from there? I thought I came from here. Oh no, I did, from the side. Okay, I got it. Got it. We just double check. Because that's clearly the other, you know, there was a building like that, and then we got to the second one, and there were ECMs to disable. Now we're not getting up. So there must have been something I missed for that first one. I mean, it didn't seem like I was supposed to just run past it, but I couldn't figure out an obvious way to get in. But we know that there's one left, and we know that we passed one, so probably should have done that first. But we might have been forced to backtrack anyway. I guess it wasn't that far. If we're like meeting her, maybe I was gonna say maybe the doors are magically unlocked now. We did the other one or something. Unless there's like a third one? I'd fire a rocket to use the remote control to see, just take a look inside the room, see if there's a switch there. Maybe these pipes are explosive and I can blow a door open. These doors aren't opening either. There's like weirdly, needlessly cryptic things like this. But I feel like I can't be, I mean, I do feel kind of stupid, but I feel like in whatever amount of playtesting and everything they would have done, like surely I can't be that much of an anomaly who's like struggling to understand what's going on and what I'm meant to do. Yet, here we are. Can I get back up to her? Oh, wait, hang on. Where's this lead? Where we came from? No, this leads back around here. Okay. I can't find any, like... I thought maybe I was supposed to, like, climb something to get up. Supposed to use a grapple. Probably. I didn't think to look for a grapple point. E1. Some grappling all the way up there. Dude, that's so fucking tiny. Like, that's cool, but I feel like you could have signposted that, like, a little at all. Got a sniper rifle. Oh, I don't have any weapons I really want to drop. Like, I'd like to drop this, but I can't. You're not allowed to. And dropping grenades... Like, grenades don't count, because the 4 weapons I have, I think, are the P90, the pistol, yeah, the rocket launcher, and the grenade launcher. I think if I wanted to use the grenade launcher, I'd use the rocket launcher, and I have enough rockets anyway. So let's grab the sniper rifle. Cover slightly different use cases. And I love that the lever doesn't even move.
Em, do you read me? Drake's business on this island is about much more than decommissioning missiles.
I see you shut down their jammers. Well done. Now get to the core of that island base and put an end to Drake's operation.
Reach Drake's island base. Well, if we're going to the core, this seems like it would be in the direction of core. Laura's just hanging out there. Let's hope she doesn't get kidnapped again. Well, the level can't... Well, I was gonna say the level can't be over now because we just got some new weapons and stuff. But I guess I was supposed to do that first. It means I was supposed to have the sniper rifle. Oh, I could have got... I saw it... Okay. I swear to God, I saw this hatch and either assumed I couldn't open it or try. Okay. Okay, I thought I was advancing. Well, that's kind of cool. We could sneak in through the hatch. And there's... Either there's a guy there now, or she's standing there. Oh, that's a guy. Oh, yeah. Don't hold the button. I beg your pardon? There we go. So she was supposed to, like, get us a ride out of here or something. I feel like it would have been purchased to get in touch with Allura again. Be like, hey, I did my thing. We're supposed to, like, get out of here together, or what's up? Oh, getting back up there. Those enemies spawning there, I don't know if that's because, like, we did... I guess we're expected to have taken out this building first and then go to the second one. We'll probably, yeah, we kill every enemy here and it spawns those 2 guys. Hopefully this hallway hasn't been, like, completely repopulated. Like, logically, the game's expecting me to have done... Could not have done this part yet. Couldn't have necessarily repopulated it either. Doesn't look quite right. Little gap in reality. Okay, sure. Oh! Now the gate's open and there's a truck there. I see. I can shoot around the car, or is that a bulletproof bush? Oh, well. Yeah, doesn't look like we're getting much use of those explosives. Anyway, I'm just like holding on to them for no real reason. Not that I feel like there's plenty of situations where using them would have been particularly helpful, but... Time I think a level is over, it's not. Okay, just in case there's some... In case I'd get shot at in here or something, I'd rather get rid of those. Oh. Another map section? Like, that's the thing, I expect a level to be basically over and then you load in a whole other section. Okay, kind of neat. I think I'm supposed to drop down here, though. Then again, this... like a bit of a dead end. Thought maybe it would drop down into the water, but... I could drop down there, I guess. Like, this seems like a bit of a steep drop. Ooh! Okay, well... I'm not sure what this guy's doing, but... It doesn't seem like an immediate threat. I'm supposed to swim across. Well, let's see if we could drop down here. That did big damage, so... Correct.
James, I found a jeep and I'm on my way back. But I've got a patrol on my tail. Meet me at the bridge. I'll need your help.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Plant explosives on bridge supports. That's pretty cool. Wait, do I have... I guess I have the story key item explosives in my pocket still. It doesn't tell me I'm supposed to find any new ones or anything. Oh, okay. Like trying to hover at the surface, like you let go, you just starts dipping below, so you can't shoot. Going. Okay, looks like I can climb up there. Oh. Okay. Alright, that's pretty sick.
That did the trick.
Okay.
Must have someone watching my backside.
I've always got an eye on your tail, Amora. Shall we?
Don't worry, I was inspecting your ass. Anyway, 57 minutes.
End of the road, Allura. We'll have to rappel into that gully if we're gonna push ahead. Grab hold. Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
You have no idea how many times I've heard that one.
Dude.
You know, the view here is actually quite stunning.
Yes, indeed.
These are the same security outpost switch boxes they were using in the caves. I'll have this entire complex cracked wide open in 5 minutes. We'll have no problems getting in after that.
Unfortunately, it's never quite that easy, Allura. See what you can do here. I'll scout their perimeter defenses up ahead and plan our entrance.
I was trying to speak a few times there, but characters kept having dialogue. I was gonna say... what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, PC Nightfire Bond is way smarmier than console Nightfire Bond. But I think it feels like there's more dialogue here in general. Like, the console game didn't have as much dialogue happening during levels because there wasn't that much of interacting with meeting characters. Like, there were mid-level cutscenes here and there, but not as much as here where there's like incidental dialogue happening during gameplay. And like I like that both Allura and Zoe, they're much more prominent in this game than in the console game. Because in the first mission, you meet up with Zoe Nightshade and what's her name? Dominique Paradis. And Dominique is like a story character who, like, she gets a little bit of a short shrift in this one, where she just like randomly pops up and then she kind of gets killed off. But it's pretty much equivalent in both games. I will say she feels a little more, not fleshed out necessarily, but her presence feels more justified in the console game because you have the introduction prologue level where you rescue her. So then when you meet her again in the castle level, like, it makes sense that your characters are familiar. But in this game, she literally shows up for the first time in the game, and Bond's immediate reaction is to embrace her and give her a kiss, and it's like reciprocated, and it's a little bit out of nowhere. But other than that, like, the rest of her appearance in this story is pretty much the same because she's not really present throughout the level in either game at any point. But in this, in the first mission when you're in the castle, you meet up with Zoe and like the two of you make your escape. In the console game, the next mission following that is she drives a car and you mount the turret and then you shoot a bunch of snowmobiles when you go down a hill, and then she kind of leaves the story after that. But in this game, there's a whole level where the two of you have to like sneak through this airfield to like basically commandeer a plane to get out of there. So she's like there in the level and sneaking around, and you kind of covering her. Like there's some gameplay elements, more so than what we just saw here, where she's around. So by the time the two of you get out of there, like, it feels like two field agents who had to like figure shit out and cooperate to get out of there. Like, which doesn't really, even though strictly speaking from a narrative point of view, that is what happened in the console game too. You know, her piloting a car that you are shooting a turret from doesn't really feel that special. And it's kind of the same thing with Allura, because like I said, this whole section of the story in the console game is done entirely through vehicle levels. So first you drive a car, and I forget if she's like in the car or not. I don't think she is present for that level at all. Actually, she probably is, because the two of you then, like, she pilots a plane that you then, you go into the, you know, the turret seat or whatever, and then she just pieces out basically, and you like hook back up with her when you come back to Earth after your final space mission. But here, there's the whole part where like the two, like, first you have to rescue her. Her getting like kidnapped off screen is really fucking goofy. But as soon as we like let her out of her cell and her like falling around sniping, and then, you know, her grabbing the Jeep and we're driving out here, then whatever's coming up in this mission, like, she feels like she's actually part of the story and part of the mission, much more so than in the console game. So that's really nice. That level took about an hour, and I think we have an hour and change, so we might squeeze in one more full level. But if we can't complete the level, we'll see. We'll try. But I think this is as good a time as any to take a short break. So I will go stretch, go to the bathroom real quick, maybe get a beverage, I'm not sure. But in any case, let me pause the timer. I forget. And I will be right back. All right. Back. For resume, let's see if we can okay, hang on. Just about PC being a bit weird, but I think we're okay. Where's the button I'm looking for? There we go. Yeah, I mostly just wanted to check because streamer bot crashed. I wanted to make sure that our queue credits were being tracked properly. I've noticed that makes sense, but sometimes streamer bot dies when I'm having severe PC issues, and it can take some variables and data with it. But yes, we are at 250 credits. That's 1/4 of the way there for today's daily objective. At 750 more credits in, which will be possible via bits, subscriptions, donations, etc. We will be one step closer to unlocking the next secret mission. But also things appear to be working. That's good. With that, let's hop on back to the game. And we... Okay. I think I know what this is. Yeah, there we go. Let me resume the timer. Oh yeah, I did save. Okay. And everything appears to be working. What did it say? Oh, the text. I have to like look at the right background to have the text be readable. Breach security perimeter of missile decommissioning facility. All right. Inspecting that. Do I have? Okay, I get to keep my weapons. That's nice. Lost half my ammo though. All right. Breach. This should be mission 8 out of 9. Means this should be like the HQ base level. And we should have a space mission after this, I believe. Didn't sound good. Oh. Guess there's an alarm. I'm not super concerned. Neither is this guy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, I don't have a huge amount of ammo. I guess I lost a lot of ammo. All weapons. The game just like arbitrarily gave me an appropriate amount of ammo instead of letting me keep whatever I had from the last level. Like it. Well, I guess I don't know if I had a lot of sniper rifle ammo. Well, I definitely was constantly walking around with 300 bullets for this. Then again, it looks like I'm going to be stocking up pretty quickly anyway. Old lounge lobby. Oh, hello. Oh, well, whatever. There's no like stealth objective or anything. Like, I don't feel super concerned about the alarm. And also just turn itself off after a little bit. Did I lose my rocket launcher? Yeah, that's right. I got to keep this, which I dumped, but I don't have the rocket launcher, and I don't know how much ammo I have, because for some reason sometimes the game just decides not to display your ammo. The vinyl, yeah, the alarm's pretty it's pretty low key as far as intruder alerts go. Like, whatever. And it doesn't really seem to do much. Like, whenever I enter a new room, everyone's just patrolling anyway. Well, there we go. Okay, I don't have any more ammo. Explains that, I guess. Guys seem kind of buff. Oh yeah, and they have like some kind of mega cyber weapon. Well, I guess I probably don't need this anymore then, do I? No scope. I guess I should get some more ammo. There we go. 200. These are like the elite guards that we fought on the like equivalent of this level, the console game 2. But I liked in the console game where you got like the Terminator RoboCop vision when you look through the scope, and it's not exactly this weapon, but it was like the equivalent, I guess. But that one was based on a real weapon. This looks fictional. Yeah, it's got the Phoenix logo on it. But I don't think this is the laser gun. Oh shit, okay, I see. Chain gun would wind up. Alright, it better be satisfying to tear through dudes. This one though. Phoenix Vision 4. Thank you very much. Music's just going crazy. All right, I guess we're either going on the train or just expecting these missiles. But I think the beeping sound is maybe trying to pick up stuff when I'm fully stocked. Grappling somewhere. Oh, that is a grapple thing. Yeah, seems pretty good. Breach security perimeter. All I have to go on. Everyone's just like literally in the same room, just chilling, just standing there. Bizarre. Is there like a purpose to being able to go down? I mean, it looks like I might be able to continue through there. I could grapple up on this catwalk, maybe? Or go through here. That would work. I'm not super concerned about the alarm, but it is annoying to listen to, so I'd rather it not trigger if, you know, if I have the choice. Dude. Okay, the wind-up's a little bit of a problem. Okay. You guys are tanky as fuck.
I'm taking fire. Take cover.
Taking fire? Nades.
Someone target him.
Armor. I think what I was looking for.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm taking fire.
No, you're not.
Target him. Take cover.
Trying to select the pistol. I guess the stealth matter. Oh, okay, I see. That just triggers. Well, I'm not gonna fucking sneak past a camera, so. Oh, there we go. I guess that was the dude who was talking. Someone in here was shooting at me.
Fire. I'm taking fire.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I was literally about to say, I don't think any of these doors open. I think they do. Some of them. Okay, I guess we want to snipe. Want to pistol snipe? Ult. Oh, fuck off. Like, yeah, you can't aim when you're getting shot at like that. A little bit of an issue. Or when you're being shot, I should say. Being shot at doesn't really affect your aim, but if you get hit, it goes all over the place. So I guess those elites did spawn because of the alarm. That would have been better if they had not spawned. But I guess that camera is moving. I was gonna say, could I have gotten... Could I get through here? So there usually aren't stuff hidden like in corners like that. Ah, fuck. Wait, I thought I was supposed to go through there. What's even the point? Everyone who was gonna come in here to kill me has been killed already, so... Oh? Is there a ladder? Can I go up through where... Oh, wait, it's a grapple hook. Grapple... Oh, I grapple across? Horizontally? Okay. Try that again. I climbed with such vigor that I just pulled myself over the railing as well. So it's already a little... slight stretch that this mobile phone cord can just pull me up. But to pull me across the room like this... it's fine. I mean, he's Bond. Sure. Why not? Armor sure would be nice, though. Dare we hope for some armor in here? Okay. Not nothing. Like a little more, though. Grenades. I mean, the grenades aren't worthless against those guys, that's for sure. The wind up on this gun is a bit of a liability. Oh, okay, this was just a bonus room. This is not where we're going. Okay, then where the fuck are we going? Was this entire whole thing a bonus? Because I think... Wait. Did I come in through there? I think I did. Yeah, because I was walking in and I could... Yeah, okay. So maybe I can... Wait, is that a vent? I was gonna say, maybe I can go through that hallway, but this looks more likely. Looks more like progress. So what actually triggered that alarm? What I'd like to know. Okay, well, I'm not shooting a fucking grenade through there, am I? Oh, that might have triggered the alarm. Yeah, I'm already not enjoying this level nearly as much as the last one. Isn't this stupid alarm that doesn't really seem to, like, do much? There for the sake of being annoying? enemies are just acting so strangely.
Incoming.
I'd like open these ones. Nope. Oh, well, I could have figured that would happen.
Get out of here.
Security seems like... Is this an elevator? I guess it is. I think I'd want to go inside here. I was gonna say, this seems like a place that would have armor. Is that it? Nothing for us to hack? No levers to pull? No Q worms to install? No nothing. E90. I think I'd rather have this, despite the awkwardness of the wind-up. That's interactable. This thing. Yeah. Assuming this is progress, or did this just take me back? No, I think I just backtracked. Looped back, or... Well, yeah. Right. Yeah, because this is the... Right. We were outside here. I see. Okay. Well, I guess the elevator is progress then, hopefully. Alright, different map section. Eventually. I mean, I guess we're going deeper underground. For some reason, I was expecting the elevator to go up. Paint photographic evidence of missile reassembly. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh yeah, the manual talked about the... There's like a harpoon gun. There's like one weapon in the game that functions underwater. So that's got to be on this level.
Someone target him.
Trigger something by bumping up against the security door, I guess. Not allowed to interact with that. I guess I need a key card or something. Wait, they weren't assembling a missiles or here, were they?
Someone target him. Go. I'm taking fire.
How are you taking fire? I don't even know you exist, except you keep yelling through the walls. AI and enemy, like everything is baffling. I mean, I can break the glass, obviously. I just wanted to check. Well, okay. Well, that's what we're doing, I guess. Well, a bit obviously, but... No? Guess we can't break the glass? What the heck? This doesn't open. There we go. The Zippo lighter is a camera. Oh, what we're photographing exactly, but... Oh wait, are they assembling? This missile reassembly? I don't know. I mean, there were missiles and stuff in the last section, but we got the objective. Yeah, because we breached the security perimeter. The door? Nope. Because this icon means I'm supposed to be able to interact with this, but maybe I was supposed to have picked up a card? Maybe there's a card in the other security room that was somehow missed. We should be able to go up. No, we... Okay. Never mind. Because usually... Now this opened. Okay, I swear I tried that 3 times. Looks like evidence. I hope it is, but... Oh! Whatever. So I opened that door, which didn't seem to achieve anything. I didn't notice anything I could interact with or collect in here. But that made the security door open. So now we can go in here. Yeah, the level progression. Oh yeah. I don't have the bond glasses. There's a card. 90 ammo. Ooh, the P90. If I keep... I want to really drop this, but I guess anytime I want to snipe... Oh, I need my glasses again. There we go. There we go. Oh, well, I'll pull ammo. So now we can do that. Use this? Oh. Maybe. How am I not hitting this guy? This room is very open and very dark. Toss a grenade, so let's not stand over there wherever he was tossing it. When you have the glasses to deal with darkness, but it's still kind of annoying. Bad part is too, when you run out, there's this lengthy animation of him taking the glasses off, during which you cannot fire your gun. Which is a little bit of a problem. I shouldn't be using this much because there's no elite dudes here dropping ammo. I didn't think that would be a thing, but rather not run across this entire open room. Can be avoided. No. Okay, I mean, sure, it's fun to use the laser watch, but why do you put stuff like this for me to open a gate, go through it, and find absolutely nothing? Oh, feel like fighting, so that's good. Really use some armor. Ammo on this as well. At least the glasses recharge very quickly. But frankly, again, the animation of pulling them on and off is definitely annoying enough to kind of disincentivize using them too much. Assuming there's some kind of grapple or something. That looks like a grapple point, but I don't see how that's gonna help me. We can't, like, swing. I mean, it's pretty, conspicuously lit. I'm gonna quick save and see what happens, because I feel like I'm gonna zip up to it, fall down, and break my legs. Unless I can... Yeah, I was gonna say, unless I can, like, let go and launch myself, which I can, but I'm not super high on health, and I did break my legs. So I'm gonna try to do that again. Whoops. See, I'm like... Yeah, I fucking almost died there. Okay, so I'm curious. Because I'm sure if I just hold the button all the way, I'll just fall from there. I mean, that doesn't exactly seem like what I'm supposed to do. But it would, you know, it should get me up there if I can do it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if I can jump, climb some stuff, so I'm launching at less of a severe, like, vertical angle. Hard to see. You can do, like, Half-Life crouch jumps. A little strange. Yeah, see, but now I'm, like, just bumping into this thing. But, I mean, give it a shot. Wait. Try this. Can I? What if can I hold it? Okay. Can, but okay. I just drop down eventually. I had the impression that once you pull yourself in, you just let go automatically, but I guess not. Yeah, that doesn't work. So there is I don't know. Obviously, this whole thing should be able to move, right? So maybe I should find a switch to move this thing. I can grapple up over there, but how would I even... Do I pull this thing? Let's explore. Is that a control panel? Because I thought I looked over there and it didn't seem like there was anything interactable. It didn't look super close, I guess. A lever. That makes more sense. Okay. But it wasn't super visible. Yeah, that makes more sense. It was fun to try that, though. It would have been sick if you can do it. Fucking speed tech. There's gonna be more dudes in this section for sure. Oh, there's... Just about to shoot. Also, yeah, the reticle being black is not helpful in dark rooms. Not really helpful anywhere else, for that matter. Oh yeah, obtain photographic evidence is what I was attempting to do. I reckon once we find whatever we're supposed to photograph, we'll know. I don't think we're going to be able to like miss it and progress further past whatever that's going to be. But it does not change the fact that I don't really know what we're looking for exactly. I'm just dropping down here to see if there might possibly be armor. Aha! There, though. Elaborate platforming. Oh, it's a Bond move. Shotguns. Bet they're probably a bit shit. Well, that was worth it. A little secret hunting to actually get us extra armor. Felt very rewarding in a way that we haven't seen too much of it in this game. Train looks cool. Whoa! Okay. Wasn't actually expecting us to ride the train, but... Probably for the better.
Tubes for those missiles have been flooded, but the bay doors have not been opened yet. We must find a way to destroy those missiles.
Dude, my health. Okay. Nice and peaceful again. I didn't really hear what she said. Something about we have to destroy the missiles. it's stuck. To be clear, I didn't trigger the train. I just went on it. I mean, that probably triggered it, but I mean, I didn't manually press a button or anything. So, I was gonna say, I wouldn't know how to stop it. These guys are a bit ridiculous. Find a way to open bay doors, I think you said? Alright. I reckon whenever I come across what I'm supposed to do, it should be clear enough. Okay. I think that was pretty good use of grenade launching. Save. I don't think I'm gonna do that any better. Okay. Grappling hooks there. Coming. This thing's so dark. It's significantly brighter for you guys, I think, looks like, but dude, sometimes they die in like half a second. Now I have to fire like half of this gigantic magazine. Oh. Well, that was maybe bad. We're okay. We're okay. Wait, how did I... how did I get... Oh yeah, I took the upper route. Security should mean armor, I would hope. Got a Desert Eagle. I think I'll use. And a little bit of armor. Pretty solid range on that watch laser, I have to say. We hack this, or do I need a key card? No, it's a hackable one. More feed. Anything else I can do here? Wait, obtain photographic evidence of missile reassembly. I guess, okay. I took a bunch of pictures and it didn't give us any update. And then we went on a train and that apparently counted. Now we're disabling active, okay.
Try to override the failsafe in the bay doors. If we can fire the missiles with the doors closed, that should certainly take care of them. Do be careful, James.
Oops. I'll just install a Q-worm. That usually does something. Launch control's active. Oh. Oh yeah. This looks cool. Oh yeah, the sniper rifle's probably not ideal. Yeah, keep bay door. Yeah, the same difference. Oh yeah, I probably want to leave here, right? I mean, I probably don't want to watch these missiles fucking fire right into where I'm standing.
I hacked into their security camera system and located Drake. He's in his private suite downstairs. If you take a lift, I can override the security codes from here. Hurry, James. Sounds like this place is falling apart.
Oh, this is kind of cool. Was she gonna fix the lift? Yeah, there we go. I'm trying. Whoa! The Tones 22, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Music seems a little inappropriate. Was that me? Did I just get stuck in the elevator? I think I might have. Find and capture Drake. Okay. Well, we're entering right into a camera. Wanted a quick save. There we go. I have a feeling that we're not going to actually capture him. Like, I keep looking over to my OBS window. It's like, oh yeah, it's not that dark. But on my main monitor, it's really... well, mostly because I've got a lamp blasting my face with bright light, but... I mean, I'm mostly relieved that it's going to be more watchable for you guys than it is for me. Being able to see what I'm doing would be helpful. So, yeah, this entire stretch of the game is very different from the console game. Oh, all right, we got some world domination office type shit. Oh, no entry. Because the whole base, like, you get to the the shuttle launch and you go into space, but once you do, there's really just the one boss showdown. And the way things were described in the manual, I think there was something like talking about something being used in 0G or whatever. I forget how much we saw or read, but there were certainly implications that... Oh, dude, this is sick.
Drake must already be heading towards the shuttle bay. I'll try to keep your path as clear as possible on this end, but only you can stop Drake. Good luck,
This is
James.
fucking awesome. This is a fucking proper-ass Bond villain lair. Holy shit. Yeah, there was nothing like this in the, like this, the equivalent of this level was like the most boring level in the console game. And this, like, conceptually, visually is like one of the cooler ones. Because, yeah, you get to the shuttle bay and then you go into space and then you just fight him and then that's the end. But yeah, there was something, I forget what it was exactly, but there was something that certainly seemed to imply that there's going to be a level that's like on the space station or whatever. And you don't actually ever go inside the station in the console game because you're just hovering in space outside of it, stopping missiles from being launched. So I reckon the final level is going to be an actual level in this game. I didn't mind it just being a boss fight in the console game, to be clear. It was actually kind of one of my, like, as far as the second half of the game goes, my favorite level, I think. And it's a great, like, climax to the game, to the story. Oh, dude, I just realized we haven't even done the supposed underwater harpoon stuff, which I, like, expect to be a thing. So I don't know. The objectives kind of made it seem like we were, and like the narrative progression of the level made it seem like we're about to get to the end. I'm not convinced. It's like such ridiculous overkill, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the kill. Oh. Nothing's a smooth, stylish, super spy like a fucking minigun. Yeah, especially like firing. Oh, I see, I see. Like concentrated fire for multiple seconds straight. Oh, I guess he threw a grenade. Alright, quick load time. I think a grenade launcher might be a better choice there.
Incoming! Get out of here!
Oh, gotta reload. Having missed the elevator, I don't know if I'm like gonna be real hard to get down there. Down. Where it was shooting from. Okay. I kind of need armor. Just the constantly being shot at from God knows where. Okay, a rocket launcher. Okay. I'll drop the sniper rifle and get the rockets instead. Yes, I don't have any extra ammo. Ammo or something. So obviously, you know, there was a... I don't think he made it. You were supposed to, you know, kind of ride the elevator down. But you would think there'd be some kind of ladder or something, because I don't feel super comfortable making this drop. If there's a way to drop down safely. Okay. Okay. I took a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Maybe I could have dropped onto that ledge, but... I think that's about as smoothly as we were gonna get through that. Fuck off! Alright, I took a lot of damage there. I think... I noticed that crate a little bit too late. Well, yeah, I shouldn't have used the guided rocket there anyway, because you kind of want to get out of the way. Just stupid. I guess that goes to show just how absurdly strong this gun is, because you can actually kill them. Man, maybe I should have kept the sniper rifle. Like, you'll hit them with a rocket, like a direct hit, and they'll live. But that actually drops them. I don't know. It might be that the locational damage is like super. Like, it makes a huge difference. I had no idea I was at low health, but okay. I mean, it makes sense. I was being shot a lot. Yeah, okay, I am at low health.
Taking
Now. Dude, the grenades are so fucking shit. You have to... That actually... Okay. I don't know if he shot me, if my grenade self-exploded, or what happened there exactly. Yeah, I took damage there anyway. $90. My sniper rifle gone? Probably. Yeah, the grenades are like throwing it. It's so awkward, and it's just really, really difficult to use. Wouldn't expect it, but it's possible that there might be some armor. Oh, it. Realize this is like a pretty good vantage point actually, but rocket. Where anyone is, but that didn't really help me. I exploded something.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, I took damage while waiting for the gun to wind up, so I'm at 0 health.
Incoming.
Someone's alive. I don't really want to quick save now either, and I don't know. I would like to go back to a previous save, but I don't know where I saved last. Actually, I should just look at my... I didn't do a hard save for quite a while, but there might be an auto save. 12 minutes earlier. Wait, hang on. Is this a hard save? It looks like it. That's 2 minutes before. Maybe I did do a hard save. That maybe before the elevator? No. Wait, what? No, that's like literally same spot. Let me just load this and check. If it's at the top of the elevator... Ah, it's well...
Try to override the failsafe in the bay doors. If we can fire the missiles with the doors closed, that should certainly take care of them. Do be careful, James.
I think this... I forget what the beginning of the next area looks like, but I think we're basically... Like, that's basically it. I think we're back at the top of the elevator if we go through here, more or less. I figured there'd be something to see here, but not really, I guess.
He's in his private suite downstairs.
Oh yeah, we went through the,
I can override the security codes from here.
his,
Sounds like this place is
fucking
falling
mahogany
apart.
office or whatever. That's right. There's more. I figured like 12 minutes. Not sure how much gameplay that is. If it's not much, we could like speed back in like 2 minutes. Potentially. Let's do a hard save here. I was like so not used to not having wind up. Damn. You know what? At least close quarters, the P90, not actually bad. Okay, I still think it's worth playing back from here because I think we're just not well equipped to get through that situation. Camera? I don't think so. I was gonna say there was a camera in this room at least. I'd just be able to. I see music's calming down. Shotgun. Shotgun doesn't really seem super useful. Like, I think I can just leave this dude behind, whoever's shooting at me. But surely they're not gonna, like, follow me. I like these doors. Gonna call me, right?
Drake must already be heading towards the shuttle bay. I'll try to keep your path as clear as possible on this end, but only you can stop Drake. Good
So
luck,
far,
James.
that's cool. Like, the alarm's gonna activate no matter what, so. Took a lot of damage, but I more armor for this. I think the rocket launcher's here. Nope, more grenades. Quite at full health, but close enough that I don't want to bother redoing that. Pretty cool. This is the elevator room. Okay. Another hard save here. We can return to this at almost full health. What just happened with the camera there? Hey. Do you have the sniper rifle? Damage. Yeah. We're PC gaming now. Oh, you got it. Fucking everyone. Have the rocket launch. Oh, I guess I get it. It's in that other room halfway down the elevator. That makes sense. If I'm gonna drop this, I might as well try to get much use out of it as I can. Get rid of that. Otherwise, it's just gonna see me eventually, and I don't even know if it really does anything. But if it does, at least it's not gonna cause me any additional grief. And lost one bit of health. But there should be a full armor in that middle room. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is if there is a way to get to that middle room from below. Oh, okay. Get the damage. All right, but having the grenade launcher ready to go there. So they're right underneath here. Yeah, because when I jumped onto this railing, it triggers the elevator. Don't you? Right. I did pick up more grenades. Okay. I don't think the grenade launcher is terribly weak. I think these guys are just absurdly buff. I mean, same difference, I guess, but it's not the only weapon that have been weirdly difficult to achieve greatness with when it comes to dealing with those guys. All right, so there's the rocket. So the sniper rifle is actually like of some use down there, but I literally have 2 bullets, so I don't know that I can actually get back here, so I think it does make sense to drop it for the rocket launcher. And I don't really think... Yeah, because I don't think I can grapple. I think the whole thing is you have to jump off the elevator like I just did to get into that room, which means that once I drop down, I'm not getting back into it. Means there's no coming back for this armor, so I'll have to grab it now. So I want to see if there's possibly a way to drop down, land on this middle floor. So I don't take fall damage. Oh boy, okay. I think that guy probably died, but how about that guy? Well, okay, music seems to suggest I actually got him. Right, so for the equivalent of this save, last time I had like 2 bits of health, and now I'm at full health, so definitely worth going back for this. Is that him? Oh, okay. Quite, but... I think that took care of it because it blew up a bunch of laser tripwires. What's up, Sword Fam? Only 2.5 months until E3 season. You know, we're gonna do some bingo cards and whatnot. You know, it's tradition at this point. And we'll continue to put Bond on there, just as we will Space Adventure Cobra, Metal Slug Tactics. I would have put Indiana Jones, except, well, I mean, we'll probably for sure see more of that game too, but at least we've seen the reveal. Hard to say, like, with development cycles being like fucking 85 years nowadays. Like Bond could be 4 years off still, for all we know, right? At which point, like, yeah, maybe we wouldn't see it. But it could also be shown and then, you know, released maybe 2025 or something. I'm very excited to see it whenever we do see it, that's for sure. Oh, fuck off. They're running in from here. Oh, that looks like a room that might have stuff, actually. A little stingy. Hand grenades. And a sniper rifle. Okay. I'll use the P90. I have enough rockets and shit left, but I don't really want to drop that. Yeah, I'll actually... grab the sniper rifle. Do that to get rid of that shit. I feel like a room like this could have 55 like triggers that'll spawn new waves of enemies. Stages in this game are so long. That was close enough somehow. Wow, okay. That guy standing there. Lean. I think I hit him. Yeah, music's fading away. Can you see like 2 pixels of his head overlapping one blurry pixel of my reticle? Oh, there's a whole bunch of lasers. I should have just... That's fine. I wasn't even sure if I threw anything. That looked so confusing. And there's a red thing there for me to interact with. But there's got to be stuff in there, so... Not be any dudes in here, right? Yeah. What? What's going on with this lock? There we go. Briefcase. I mean, it's actually probably good with against these guys, but it's so hard to know what's a good place to drop it. It's a big poster of Pico. I haven't seen her in a while. I didn't even notice it because I like so dark on my screen. All right, let's hack that thing and hope it doesn't spawn a billion new enemies. I was gonna say there's something here left to... I can't see. I'm assuming that's just gonna open this, but should give us progress. Getting late. I hope we're at the end of the level. Then again, if we don't actually finish this level, maybe like a boss fight or something. I mean, Wreck and Drake's just gonna escape, but doesn't mean there's not a climactic showdown first. It wouldn't be the worst spot to like start next stream if that's what it comes to. walk up to this trigger something. Whoops. There we go. Oh, we just crouch through here? Is that what we're doing? Glasses, please. There we go. Ah. That's kind of cool. Wait, can grapple there. Oh. First person ladders, man. Wait, am I supposed to do like a serial grapple here? Oh my god, okay. Where am I? I can't see shit. I thought I fell down.
I'm taking fire.
Oh, confusing to try and parse. Wait, is this a thing? Nope, it's not a thing. Ah, there. Healthy amount of noise. I fucking hate that the ambient noises they don't even drop in volume, let alone get muted when you pause. Grapple there. Just walk in a circle, or is this a different elevator? Oh, progress. Oh, okay. Infiltrate shuttle bay.
Incoming.
Well, we're probably heading towards the end-ish of this level. But frankly, yeah, it's 9:55. I don't feel confident in this level's ability to end without going for another 20 minutes. And I don't want to super rush it. I don't want to stress about running late. I had a very long and intense day today. So I'm anxious not to go late. So I think we're just gonna break there. And yeah, given the previous level, even this one, for as difficult as it's been, we haven't really been stuck. We've been progressing pretty smoothly, and we shouldn't have much left. I think that means let me do that. Pause the timer. That Wednesday's stream should allow us relatively comfortably to finish this level, do the final level, and do all the bookkeeping and everything that comes with finishing a game, not having to super rush it. I think it'll work out pretty nicely, I think. This was fun though. I think these two levels were this one's had a bit of that stuff I was fearing after last stream, of just the game's difficulty ramping up in terms of spongy enemies and just like really rough situations, and having to be very careful about where and when I save the game and everything. But it hasn't been as bad as I feared. Like, looking at the amount of deaths we've taken, or even just like loading to redo parts, it's more than some stuff before, but not nearly as bad as some of the stuff we've been through already as well. So I think also the island level was actually pretty cool, and this level has had some real cool shit too. I think like I said, the facility level, the mission 11, the second to last one in the console game, wasn't fun really, and like it had a lot of very repetitive hallway sections, and the final set piece was cool, but a little confusing with the the missile launch and how to survive that. It took me a couple of tries. And like overall, like fighting the elite dudes in that was also a little bit annoying. Even when you have the laser gun, you have to like shoot them 3 times. Overall, I think this level or this game has had some rough patches for sure. But the console game, like most of the second half of the game is not that fun because it's got a lot of the vehicle levels, and the stuff that isn't vehicle levels are like the hardest, least fun games, and or at least fun levels, and least kind of visually, conceptually exciting or interesting levels too. I think this game, this level we're on right now, not only is the the architecture and the details and the set pieces kind of cooler than anything we saw in the equivalent levels in the console game, I think the overall flow of the story as it connects with what we do in the levels feels more kind of fleshed out and sensible. The whole everything where you do all the vehicle stuff and then you're in this gray hallway maze that could be literally anywhere on Earth, and then there's a cutscene and then you're in space for a brief battle. The build up to like finding Drake's hideout and infiltrating it and like all that shit, I think is actually broadly more well done in this game, even if the gameplay and the levels are a little bit more rough in some ways. But the part that we're at in the game right now, the equivalent of this is like by far the roughest stretch of levels in the console game that just like weren't really fun, that kind of made me question whether that game really is great. And then the final boss is sick, so it's like, yeah, you know what, this game is pretty sick. And this is like kind of the opposite. The office levels, which I thought was really cool in the console game, were a complete chore in this one. And then this island section has actually been much more fun and interesting, despite the challenging kind of tedious bits. So it's going to be really interesting to see how things come together in the end. And I reckon that we should be able to find that out on Wednesday. But we'll leave things here for now and see where things end up in the end. And man, the Game Boy Advance game is going to be so interesting as well, and I just fucking hope that's not an absolute tedious mess. I mean, I can't expect it to be great, but it could be pretty cool. Like really the biggest thing I have with all these games is if they're like frustratingly difficult and tedious and annoying, that's the worst. Like I can take a bad game, I can take a boring game even, but if it's frustrating and tedious, that's hard for me to deal with. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We have this game to finish first, and we'll try to do so on Wednesday. So we'll do all these saves on this fucking level. Let's just do it. Oh, dude, fucking block out jams. This music's sick. Let's have that see us out. Another classic EA soundtrack. Let's see who is streaming that we might want to raid as we wrap up tonight. Let's see. You know what? I don't think I've ever rated this channel, but it looks like perfect timing. CarTube is playing Alpha Protocol on the GOG channel, and looks like they just went live. So for people who have been interested in a Bond-like secret spy agent RPG and what that might look like, Alpha Protocol, not particularly Bond flavored perhaps, but it's a pretty sick game. I haven't played it in like 12 years, but I remember it being cool. So if you're not familiar, this might be up your alley. Let's go raid GogCom and check out some Alpha Protocol. Thank you very much, Golly G, for those words. I appreciate it. And thank you very much indeed to everyone who's been hanging out, watching, making this fun and enjoyable for everyone, me included. Like I said, I'll be back on Wednesday, and we should be seeing the end of Nightfire PC. Till then, have a nice evening, have a nice couple of days, and I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.